Welcome to my YouTube channel eLearn English. In the previous videos, we have seen what are the types of communication, how to improve communication, what is the basic English grammar, parts of speech, and some other things we have already seen. This time, we are going to study what are the tense, different types of tense in English grammar. What is the importance of tense? What is the structure? And what are the examples of these tense? So let us see one by one. My name is Kailash Tidke. I am a lecturer in English at CSMS College of Polytechnic, Aurangabad, Maharashtra. Now, there are three types of tense in English. Number one is present tense, second is past tense, and third is future tense. You all know very well. Even though those who are beginners, those who are really willing to learn English grammar, I am preparing videos for them only. Try to understand. Before going to start the actual types of tense, let us try to understand there are some verbs, helping verbs or the modal auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are modal auxiliary verbs which are very important. In the present tense, we generally use am, is, are and has and have. These are used in the continuous and perfect tense. And modal auxiliary we use do, does, can and may. This is very basic. You already know it. But even though I'm trying to just take overview of this, in past tense we generally use was, were and had. These three things are used in the continuous tense or in the perfect tense. Modal auxiliary used did, could, might. In the present tense, there was do. Here in past, it becomes did. Then does is also used there because for the second person singular we use does, and do is used for the first person singular or the plural nouns. Then comes could, might. These are also can becomes could, may becomes might. Future tense, we have auxiliary verbs for future tense will, oblique shall, will be oblique shall be, or will have oblique shall have according to the various tense. We will try to understand one by one. Modal auxiliary we can have could have, should have, would have. It is not in particularly in future tense, but to denote future actions, to denote possibilities, to denote certain situations, we generally use could have, should have, would have like this, etc. Now, the first tense we are going to study, that is simple present tense. What is the form of simple present tense? Subject plus first form of the verb plus object. This is the form of simple present tense. Now, example of simple present tense: I play football. I play football. Now, play, this word belongs to the first form of the verb, or there is a first form of play. Played, played. Three forms. So here is V1. Then second is present progressive or present continuous tense. Subject plus am, is, are plus verb plus ing plus object. Let us say example. We are doing social service. She is singing a song. I am eating a mango. They are playing cricket. These are the example of present progressive or present continuous tense. Always remember, this is very important. Do remember the forms in a proper manner and examples also. Present perfect tense then. Third types. The form is subject plus have oblique has plus third form of the verb plus object. It's very important. In the first two tense we have used first form. In the second tense we are having the fourth form V4, that is V plus ing. And in the third tense, in the perfect tense, always remember in the perfect past, in the perfect future or perfect present, always remember there is the third form of the verb which is used. Example is John has received the first prize. Has, have oblique has. John is the first person. John is a singular. That's why has. If there is plural noun, then always use have. So John has received the first prize. Has received. Received is a third form. Receive, received, received, like this. Present perfect continuous tense. Last type of present tense. The form is subject plus have oblique has, or has oblique have plus been plus V4 plus object, or VIG plus object. The sentence is like this. Example: they have been completing the project from 2017. Already they have started certain action or certain work, and They have been completing the project from 2017, means still the action is going on. It is not completed at all. In the present perfect tense, action has just completed, but here action has not completed at all. It is still going on. That's why have been or has been plus VING is used. Second comes the simple past tense, or the first tense of the past tense, simple past tense. Here the structure is subject plus second form of the verb, V2 plus object. Example is he wrote a story. Write, wrote, written. Wrote is the second form. Now where to use simple past tense? Simple past means just the action has been over. The action occurred in the previous few minutes ago. That is called as a simple past. Action has done in the recent past. That is called as a simple past tense, or the use of simple past tense is here. He wrote a story. Then comes past continuous tense. Yes plus, was were plus, VING plus O, means subject plus, was were plus, verb plus ing plus object. Now past continuous tense. She was driving a car. She was driving a car. This is the past action. Try to understand. It was not completed, but it was still going on in the past. We do not need to bother about this action because it was going in the past. Still it is going on or not, we don't know. This is just a tense. So remember, she was driving a car. Was driving, it is past continuous. Past perfect tense. Then third type, subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Now had is common to the all tense, or all the nouns, pronouns. All is common to all. We can use had is a auxiliary verb here. The example, I had done my duty. I had completed my project. She had performed her duty. We had completed our project, means had is common to all. Just had plus V3, remember, for past perfect tense. Then comes past perfect continuous tense. Try to understand. Subject plus had been plus V4 or V plus ing plus object. This is the form or the structure of past perfect continuous tense. Here, remember, for example, the CBI had been investigating the case for 2 years. Means action had already completed or not, we don't know exactly, but past perfect continuous tense. This action was continued till this certain time duration. Means it was continued till 2017, for example. The CBI had been investigating the case. Means the case had been closed in 2017, for example, but till that moment the case was going on. Then till then onwards, case might have been resolved or the action might have completed over here. So this is past perfect continuous tense. Then comes future tense. Future means always have future possibilities. It is used to denote certain action which are going to happen in future. So the structure is subject plus shall oblique will plus first form of the verb. Always remember, first form of the verb plus object. Example is I will play football. We shall go to picnic. She will pay some money. I will buy a book. We will play cricket. These are the examples of simple future tense. The second type is future continuous tense. Here remember the form of future continuous tense, subject plus shall be oblique will be plus V4 plus object. V4 means VING plus object. Remember, shall be oblique will be. I will be going to picnic, or he shall be helping the poor. We will be attending the lectures. They will be helping the poor. So that kind of sentences are the example of future continuous tense. Then next is future perfect tense. Here the form is subject plus shall oblique will have. Shall have oblique will have plus V3, third form of the verb, plus object. Already I have told, in all the perfect tense it is necessary to use third form of the verb, V1, V2 and V3. Third form is used in the all perfect tense. So here remember the example is I will have completed my entire study before the final examination. So remember, this is future action action would be completed in future. We don't know exactly. Actually, future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense are not used at all. So these are just the what you can say, orally we people talk, but generally do we follow it or not, nobody knows. That's why future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense, these are just approximations, and we people generally talk in that manner, but generally we do not use this kind of sentences in written or oral communication also. Then comes future perfect continuous tense. For the sake of our knowledge, just I am trying to explain this. Subject plus shall have been oblique will have been plus V4 or VING plus object. Let us see the example. We cannot imagine this type of sentences whether government will complete this project in 2030 or not. Nobody knows. Just we are trying to predict it that government will have been completing all the projects by 2030. Actually, nobody can imagine this kind of situation. But for the sake of our knowledge, I'm trying to explain it. Do remember all the types of tense, because tense are very important to speak English language or to improve your communication skill. You cannot write properly, you cannot improve your written communication or oral communication without the proper knowledge of the tense. So try to understand. In the next video, I'll try to explain on the another one topic which is related to grammar, maybe types of sentences or active passive or some other topic as per your requirement. Just for today's this tense, it is okay. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel eLearn English.